I'm Jessica Davison.
I'm Jennifer Davison. We're twins. We're kind of like a unit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I see it as a unit.
A unit. Because we don't do it, I mean, it's a name. It might be a better word. It's our name.
Our name is the
Twins Davison. We typically try to ignore the attention.
Yeah.
We don't really like being seen, which I know is kind of weird.
People think that we dress the same and do that to be seen, but
It's not the case, like at all.
Wish that we were like invisible and that nobody ever noticed us.
The short blonde twin thing just doesn't help.
We've kind of like always got attention our entire lives.
You don't even recognize it anymore. It's kind of become like a day-to-day thing.
Because we really don't want to be seen. We don't like to be seen.
We'd like just to move around, do our daily business, and just leave me alone.
Disappear. Because most people, they take it for granted the fact that you get seen, obviously, but you don't get remembered. And at the time when we were younger, we thought that it never would get to us, and I don't think it really has.
If you want to really get to know us, if you pay, or spend a lot of time with us,
we really are really different.
Completely separate.
I think so, at least.
I mean, at least we're told we're very different.
So,
so I think we're individual, but we complement each other well.
We have the hardest time making friends. People are intimidated by us, and that's why we don't make friends
easily, because they don't want to
penetrate the twinness.
And then sometimes there's just false delusion that we are incapable of having other friends because we're just so close.
It's not true.
It's not true. I mean, we have friends.
We're also really shy, so that doesn't help.
So it usually takes me about a year in any new situation to be comfortable enough to actually talk to somebody. I hope it's not the dressing the same thing.
I really hope that's not it.
Because that's the stupidest reason ever. Oh, you dress the same, therefore, you're special.
You're intimidating.
But I think that might be it.
Most people can dress however they want to dress, and nobody says anything. They dress like hipster, they dress gangster, or whatever it is, and it's that's okay for them, but we dress the same, and all of a sudden,
it's an ordeal.
It's a chaos.
We've been dressing the same since we could dress ourselves.
And I think it's more out of habit at this point.
When we were little, we had color codes. I was blue.
And I was red.
And I would have the exact same outfit, but they'd be just opposite colors.
And that's how our mom did it, to color code us. And
then we could dress ourselves, and we did that for a while.
Just color coding. But basically what happened was we liked black more.
And all of our clothes were black, and then we just started we just wore the same thing.
And at this point, I don't see why it matters.
An identity crisis.
I don't know who I am.
See, that's such a beautiful statement, because to tell someone else they have an identity crisis is to assume they don't know who they are.
And I think we really do know.
And what if who we are is dressing the same? Do your clothes have to identify you? Is that a thing?
Is that really how we're
going to go? Because then I'm a hobo. Especially since we're 21. I understand, not only do we look small, but people think they need to fix us. It's I understand. We dress the same. It's weird. We're 21. We should have gotten over it by now, but we haven't.
And we enjoy it.
We enjoy it. It's not an identity crisis. And if it is, we're just really unaware of it.
And sometimes I kind of wish people just accepted it and let it be what it was. Because
I don't go around telling people how they should dress. No, I don't do that. So why do people have to tell me that I can't dress like my sister? I guess people really think that I don't know, that we do it on purpose.
Yeah.
We're doing the twin thing for attention, or it's an identity crisis, or it's how we're gonna get jobs in the industry.
That we planned
this.
What makes me different?
That's such a good question. Because we see ourselves as very similar, and then people just tell us that we're different, and we both kind of know our jobs and what to do, kind of a thing. I know that she's going to plan this, and I'm going to plan that, and then, or I know that how she works, in a sense, and I know how I work. So then I don't know what makes us different as much as I know what makes us exactly the same.
When it comes to just being us, I don't know if I would even know, because I do know my friends always tell us, me stuff that oh, I talk more than she does, or I'm whatever,
And I don't know if it's just that on that day I was talking more, or if I really do talk more. So I think maybe, like, my friends would know, or people who are around us would know better than I would. Because in my mind, like, I don't pay attention to, like, how I'm different than her, if that makes sense. Like, I never really saw the need to. Limited? Not really. I know that, like, without her, I could do so much less. Because, like, not only is it, like, the small thing, like, I can, like, lift more, I can, like, accomplish more. It's also, like, if you were in, someone needs you to do 2 things at once, like, they need me to do 2 things at once, because, like, I'm supposed to be in 2 places. Magically, I have someone doing it over there. Like, I'm gonna get both things done at once. I really want to. I mean, like, I know we're the unit, and we're definitely a unit. Like, there's no question about that, but I think, no, we're a unit. I would say, like, we're 2 parts to a unit, but it still makes us a unit, even if, like, you're 2 parts of a unit. That kind of sucks, in a sense, but we completely accept it and, like, move on from it, because we accept that we did it. We're not gonna separate, ever. So I think we almost need each other to just function in, like, the world. You have your puzzle piece, and you can get married and you get a divorce, and the puzzle piece fit for a while and it worked, but then it wasn't the perfect match, so therefore, like, that's why you broke up and now you're not together anymore. Or maybe you're one of those fancy puzzles that lots of pieces fit. Like, that can be a thing for those people that don't believe in monogamy. So we can function separately, it's very hard. It's very hard to function separately. We were born together. Our puzzle pieces were just naturally, like, connected, and we don't need anyone else. I think it's nice. I mean, we count on each other. I think we count on each other. It's like, I know that there has to be, like, separate identities. There just has to be naturally. That's how laws work. But, like, I don't know what it is, honestly. I mean, so I'm sure if you ask, like, my friends or, like, people that know me or hang out with me, they could tell you, or at least their perception of what it is. We have different traits, and I know we're individual. I think, though, that people see us as one, which is fine. We're bringing it on ourselves, so, like, I don't see it as, like, necessarily a bad thing. I don't like when people compare the 2 of us. I hate it. I don't think it's fair. I don't think that you can compare twins. Because you can't compare twins. That's terrible. Could you imagine comparing twins? I do need somebody there. So. We are literally human. Like, we're not robots. I mean, like, I know people like to think I am because I can, like, run on candy alone, but, like, I'm not a robot. So I am human. And therefore, like, you can talk to me like I'm a human. I'm not just a twin.